at 53, I'm more likely on the clearance rack than anything else.
I'm an independent woman. I own my own business. I work hard. Dating in your 50s on these, dating sites and apps is like trying to figure out the friggin' Rubik's Cube from the 80s. It's impossible. It's probably one of the most difficult things.
Yeah, we all have the tools in our drawers, but you drink, you get horny. You smoke weed, you get horny. And then, yeah, you could go hook up with some guy, but then you really want the connection because it's so much better. And even sober sex is so much better.
Hour or so into the date, he put his hand on my thigh and started rubbing my thigh.
Smooth operator, Big Sarge is a true gentleman.
Yo!
Every move he makes, he's got constant streaks on lock.
Yo, fams, what is happening? Listen, I am BigSargeTheGentleman, Mr. O.M.G. That stands for the older military gentleman. Tell a friend to tell a friend, the gentleman is back at it again. Smash that subscribe button with nothing else left to say.
Okay, women, I know I'm not alone in this because here I am, 54 years old, single, right?
Hey, 54 years old, single, sexual frustration. All right. Let's get into it.
And yeah, we all have the tools in our drawers, but you drink, you get horny. You smoke weed, you get horny. And then, yeah, you could go hook up with...
Yo, do we hear the cat? Maybe this lady is a cat lady. That might be the problem. All right, let's let her go.
Some guy, but then you really want the connection because it's so much better. And even sober sex is so much better than being drunk. And it's like, it's like we're just screwed. And I just hate that we can't just be like, I know some women can, and more power to you women that can. And I wish I could just go pick up a guy and get laid and have it just be great. And yeah, see ya. Or find a great friends with benefits that just doesn't stress you out and doesn't want more than what you can give, but is a friend and it's cool.
Maintenance man season is in. Gents, get your tool belts. Get ready to pull out the hammer because it's time to go start nailing.
God damn it. I hate being single at 54 sometimes.
It's Friday night and I have nothing to do. Single. My kids are all grown, out of the house. 3 of them live out of state. 1 of them lives here, but I just spent the evening with them last night with my son and my grandkids and had fun with that. But tonight it's Friday and I want to do something. Backstory, I dated a guy for 7.5 years, and during those years I neglected my friends and did not make new friends. I had hobbies, my running outside of this person I was seeing, but I did nothing outside of him. I would work, I would run, and then all my free time was with him. I mean, I would see, my grandkids here and there, but I didn't pursue any other friendships. I didn't go out. If we went out with his friends because the friends I did have did not like him. My family did not like him, and I made the choice to stay with him for 7.5 years. And now that I'm single, all those years I could have been making friendships and I didn't. When we went out with his friends. So now we're apart and he has his friends. And I have, the few friends I have. But all my friends are married. I'm single. When I go out with them, I'm third wheel. And the 2 couples that I hang out with the most are both out of state this weekend. Both. So I'm sitting in the parking lot here trying to figure out what to do on a Friday night. I can do anything by myself. I'm very comfortable doing anything by myself. I can go sit at a bar by myself. I can go sit at a restaurant by myself. I can go to a movie by myself. I don't like going to the movies, so I'm not going to do that. I don't want to I'm not out looking for someone. I just want something to do. And I mean, for future, I will possibly go on Meetup and try to find, women things to do. But I tend to be completely different than most women. I'm super duper active in my trail community. I mean, I haven't been lately, and he kind of took me away from that a little bit too, but my choice. I did it. Can't blame him. But I have my trail community, but it's not a huge community, so I think the majority of people are married. I mean, I don't know where all the single women are.
Oh my God, so this was just hard to listen to. I wasn't going to try to cut in y'all. I was really trying to let this lady go all the way. So now, ma'am, 7.5 years, you guys didn't get married. That was your guy right there. So here's the problem right here. We're going to be honest. You're confused on what it is you want and what it is you want to do. You want someone, but you don't want someone. You want friends, but you don't want friends. That's all we're saying. But now I'm going to let you finish and continue.
Where are you?
Hi, good evening, all my grown ladies. So dating after 50 is much harder than I thought it was going to be. There's so many obstacles. I'm not sure how to get around it.
53? Whoa. All right, so younger ladies, please pay attention. These ladies are letting you know what the demo is. So that way you can make smarter and wiser decisions before you get to this age.
Continue? I don't know, seriously. Make plans with someone and then they cancel last minute, no advance notice. Guys still living at home with a wife, but they're separated. Yeah, right. Living at home with their mom. Unemployed due to COVID, of course. No transportation or EG. What's a girl to do? What's a girl to do?
Ma'am, it sounds like you have horrible picking in men. If this is all the men that you are running across, where are the established men, the men who are built, the men who have the means to take care of themselves? Oh, or you just not their type?
Any advice, ladies, men?
I met a guy last night for a drink, and I hope I can get this in 3 minutes because there's a lot to unpack here. I'd only been talking to him maybe a day, if that, and he asked me if I was free last night, and I said yes, and he says,
yo, being single in your 50s, the way these ladies portray it, sounds miserable.
You want to meet me for a drink? I'm like, okay. He asked me where. I told him. And this seems to be the pattern lately for me, is where I start talking to somebody and by that night I'm meeting them. And I do like it this way. In the beginning, I kind of was on the fence about it, but I'm starting to see that there are benefits to doing it this way. So I met him for a drink. Honestly, I was really having a good time. The conversation was good. He was funny. He had a sense of humor. And I don't know, maybe an hour or so into the date, he put his hand on my thigh and starts rubbing my thigh. And I looked at him and I said, could you please take your hand off my thigh? He's like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. He says, I am a very touchy-feely type person. And when I'm, having a good time and liking somebody, it's just a habit. And I looked at him and I said, it's a little presumptuous for you to assume that a woman's just going to be okay with you doing that.
Well, we can see she's not into, or like the other lady on this video, she's not trying to take it there right away, evidently. Because she has a touchy-feely guy. And the other lady was like, yo, listen, I'm trying to get some. Where he at? This lady's like, yo, I'm not trying to give you anything.
I wasn't being rude. I was just being firm. And he looks at me and he says, well, you don't have to be bitchy about it. And I was like, wow. I got up and this bar isn't very big. I didn't want to make a big scene, but I was not going to walk away from that without telling him how I felt. And I looked at him and I said, I am never going to have a man call me bitchy or a bitch because you're putting your hands on me. Thank you. Thank you for showing me exactly who you are as a person, so I do not waste one more minute on you. And he has a daughter. And I told him, I said, the day your daughter comes home and tells you that she's been in a situation like this, I hope then you will see how you make women feel. I threw $10 on the bar and walked out. As I was walking out, I realized that the whole bar had just heard that whole conversation. I mean, at that point, what am I going to do? I walked out. And I know there's going to be a lot of women that are going to come on this video and say, stop dating. What are you doing? Stop wasting your time. This is the way I look at it. Until it starts affecting me emotionally, where I start questioning my worth, my value, what's wrong with me, I will continue dating. And I don't put a lot of effort into this. If somebody messages me and they seem interesting, I'm going to meet them and see what happens. But in those in-between times where I'm not talking to anybody, I am just going to live my life and just keep doing the things I love and go be amazing.
So, gentlemen, are y'all meeting them like this? Wait, what am I missing here? So is this how it's going in 2025? You guys are just DMing women and women are just gladly accepting? Okay.
So when people say they're on the market at 53, I'm more likely on the clearance rack than anything else.
Yo, I love it. She said, I'm on the clearance rack. Ladies in the 50s, I know the guy's going to get me real quick. You're not on the clearance rack, but you're normally not a guy's top choice. Sarge, you simping? No. Sarge, you being a little Sarge the simp right now. Tell him what it is.
Hi, everyone. Here is part 1 of dating in your 50s. So it's probably one of the most difficult things, I think, going. Dating in your 50s on these, dating sites and apps is like trying to figure out the friggin' Rubik's Cube from the 80s. It's impossible. It's impossible and it's frustrating. And it's impossible. It's impossible and it's frustrating. And I just want to take the phone and slam it up against the wall. I don't get it. I don't understand why it's so hard to find somebody. Is it that everybody's completely broken? I don't want to go on a date and hear about 3 hours of why your wife left you or why you left your wife. No. Ask me some questions. People sit there and they say nothing. How could you not have anything to say?
So, ma'am, let me go ahead and be honest with you. What you understand is at this older age, probably the men that you want aren't looking for you. Look for someone a little bit older than who you are. So now way you get to be the PYT. So that way you get to be the pretty young thing.
I'm meeting you for the first time and you've got nothing. I hear crickets. You should have 10 million questions to ask right off the bat. Done. Bye-bye. See you later. I'm an independent woman. I own my own business. I work hard.
Uh-oh, there we go. That's awesome. You own your own business. But what are you going to do for me? Do you like to do the things that I like a woman to do? Is the question.
I like to do fun things. I like kayaking. I like boating. I like to go paintballing. I've gone hatchet throwing. I've done Spartan races. I had a guy tell me once that because I did those things that I participated in extremely violent extracurricular activities. Are you serious? Are you serious? And what do you do for fun? I'll tell you what he did. He collected autographs. Nothing wrong with that. However, do not tell me that because I like to be active and do fun things, that those are extremely violent extracurricular activities. All right. So you know what?
Bam. It sounds like you just got to find an adrenaline junkie. Someone who you find attractive. Someone who finds you attractive. That like adrenaline junkie stuff. That's it.
All I'm saying is I am taking applications. Taking applications now. If you are single, if you're in the New Jersey area, and you like to do fun things, let me know. Let me know where you're all at, because they're certainly not on the dating apps, which I'm done with and deleting. All right. Have a great day.
Ma'am, taking applications? Oof. Maybe you need to be out there scouring. Listen, at this point, we're too old to have pride. You need to be out there looking for that man, uncovering rocks, climbing through trenches, on the mountains, taking applications. Ma'am, it is not that easy. You don't sit back and just let it happen. You have to be proactive. You have to go find. Welcome to Dating in Your 50s. Listen, it's 2020, 25, time to find you a vibe. And with that one right there, ladies and gents, have a great night. Until the next time, Big Sarge the Gentleman, I'm out here. Peace, peace, and peace.